Hello, Oregon Trio Association. It is Matt Bezic back once again to give a monthly update from OTA and on all things Trio. Now, I want to start first on just kind of a recap of everything that has been happening from a federal perspective regarding Trio and the GANs and SSS and all of that stuff. First and foremost, all of the GANs have been released across all programs. That is thrilling. There have been 0 cancellations within Oregon, so we are feeling incredibly lucky, blessed, and appreciative that all of our programs can continue to do the great work that you show up to do each and every single day. One note, there has been communications that have been going out from COE regarding the GANs. Make sure you pay attention to Box 10. There have been a few programs that have been flagged to be on route pay. If you happen to see route pay listed in your GAN, feel free to reach out to me and we can have a conversation about what specifically that means and how to handle that moving forward. But hopefully it sounds like most of you are not in that category. So if you have your GAN, you're not on route pay, everything can just start moving forward as normal, which feels like a blessing. Hopefully we can just show up and do our jobs and just be left alone for a little bit in this current climate. So that's exciting. Similarly, the second funding band, right, the rest of the SSS competition, GANs went out. So with that, we got notification that there are 4 brand new SSS programs in Oregon. So Central Oregon Community College in Bend got funded. Chemeketa Community College at their Yamhill campus in McMinnville got an SSS grant. Eastern Oregon University got an SSS grant back. They had just lost it for that last cycle, but Eastern will once again have an SSS. And lastly, our first private institution, Pacific University, will have an SSS program. So congrats to all of those folks. They are just starting the process of hiring and going to start recruiting, and we'll slowly onboard them into our larger structures. So just thrilled that we can continue to see our number of programs grow within the state and see our impact reach a larger audience. Lastly, I want to make sure, because there's been so much panic and all these communications going to our senators and the representative within your district, now is a great time to just send them a thank you. I've sent communications out to all the education staffers just being like, hey, everyone has their GANs. Everything's funded. Here's our new programs. Like, thank you all so much for your support, but it can't hurt to just hear a few more thank yous. So even if you just reply to prior emails you sent asking them to take action and help support Trio, just a simple reply that goes, hey, everything worked out perfectly. Thank you for your support. This means so much to us and our students and our communities. That could go a long way to help cultivate and keep all of our representatives supporting of Trio and the work we're doing. Next, I have just a few events I wanted to touch on. So first and foremost is that we got confirmation from the Oregon Bar Association that they would once again love to do a mock trial event with us in Portland. So March 7th, that is a Saturday, March 7th, at Lewis and Clark College in Portland. If you have interest in bringing students, doesn't matter if it's middle school, high school, college age, adult students, if you would like for your Trio program to participate in a mock trial event organized by the Oregon Bar Association, please just let me know you would like to come. And when I say give me an RSVP, a number of students, I'm just looking for a rough count of students so we can have an idea of capacity and food and that sort of things. But this is entirely free. It's an amazing experience. They have active lawyers, judges, law school professors, law students come and help facilitate the event. They kind of split you by age, which is why it doesn't really matter the ranges of the ages of the participants, so that way you are kind of in that mock trial environment with your peers. But it's a wonderful event. I'm going to be telling you this date for months and months and months to come. I know it's pretty far out, but March 7th, we would love to get as many students there as possible who can participate in this again. Even if students have come previously, they're welcome to come again and be engaged. So again, let me know if your program wants to come and roughly how many seats you want to RSVP to attend. All right, the next event I just wanted to touch on is the upcoming NAMP conference that's taking place in Spokane from October 19th to the 22nd. There is still time to register. I do believe the regular deadline was on the 30th, but if you're one of those programs that was just waiting for a GAN, waiting for travel approvals, there is still time for you to register, even at the late registration fee if you are looking to attend. So not too late. The room block has been extended out until the 8th. So October 8th is the final day to reserve a room as part of the room block. So if you're still on the fence, there is still an opportunity to register and attend that event. And lastly, I just wanted to touch on some of our OTA Workforce Ready initiatives. So if you are in the pre-college world, we have Lily Smith, who's been working with us to help organize these events and coordinate, and we can cover a lot of those expenses. So as we start a new school year, Lily is going to be around for the entire academic year. So we are here to help arrange, whether it's career field trips, wanting to go to campuses and visit certain departments that are more kind of technology facing. You want to have us or people within the community that work out in career spaces come and host workshops, whether it's in the school day, weekend workshops. Like, there's a lot of flexibilities and ways in which we can provide programming to your students that can help cover a lot of those food costs or transportation costs. So if you have not already, make sure you're engaged with Lily, inviting her into staff meetings, trying to think of maybe some creative ways that you can get a few more programming or a few more trips, or even piggyback college visits you're already doing to go to maybe some of these employers that we've developed relationships with. Just bring Lily into the loop and find ways that we can coordinate, so that way we can kind of utilize the funds we got from our Workforce Ready grants to help expand the number of opportunities and some of the cool stuff you all get to do. So if that is not on your radar, now that we have GANs, now that we're in our current year, please make sure that you are considering ways to kind of leverage this program to increase your student activity as it relates to kind of career tech and workforce training. I wanted to touch briefly on clearinghouse access. So OTA is a paid clearinghouse customer, and there are two ways in which you all as members can go about using that access. There is the single lookup. If you are wanting to do the individual student lookup, you just need to email me directly, and we can coordinate about how you can gain access and utilize that individual lookup tool. If you are wanting to use the bulk lookup tool, where you give me your entire roster of students that you want to run through Clearinghouse to get checks on. Similarly, you can share either by sending me a spreadsheet, or through more secure measures, you can upload it onto a folder and just share the access to me if you don't want to be emailing that information. I just need first name, last name, date of birth. That is all I need for the bulk upload. So just that directory information. The deadlines, I'm running several versions of the bulk upload because I know everybody does APR separately. So today is the final day for the first deadline. So October 1st was the first deadline, and then I'll run all of the names that I was given and report back out later in the month. November 1st is going to be the next one, and then early January is our last one. I'm not doing it on the 1st because I know that's a holiday, but basically the end of that first week of January, those are kind of the three deadlines to send me your full bulk rosters for me to do the bulk uploads. I kind of do them all at once, and then I send your report back just showing your individual students. So if you are wanting to utilize the clearinghouse access that OTA has, really just kind of stay in touch with me, and we can go over specifics about how to do that and get you the information you need for APR purposes. And lastly, I just wanted to comment that if you all have any new staff members who have joined over the summer or are joining early in the year, if you could please let me know. That way we can make sure that they get on our listserv to see all the emails, get on our directory, and that way they can get invited in. We are looking to do quarterly onboarding calls for those folks, just to kind of welcome them into the OTA family and show them all the resources that they can have access to through this community. So I usually don't know that there are new people joining you unless you tell me. So just simple email replying back to me and letting me know is all I need. And with that, that is all the updates that I have for you at the start of October. I just feel so grateful that we can just keep showing up and doing this work. And I really hope for several months of just some peace and quiet, and that we're through all this cancellation craziness, and then we can just show up to work and do what it is that we love each and every day. So I appreciate all of you so much. Everyone's sticking through the uncertainty of the TRIO world and still just showing up every day for those students and making an impact in your community. So with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. See you later. Bye.